What's up guys, Planet Weather Gaming here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a pool in Planet Coaster. Now before we get started, I just wanted to say, unfortunately as of June of 2020, there is no DLC or expansion pack for creating water parks in Planet Coaster, unlike in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, where you can actually build a pool that peeps can swim in. The pools in Planet Coaster will be for aesthetics only, and the only way it'll benefit guests aside from adding pop to your park will be a scenery boost around ride queue lines. There are also several different ways to create a pool out of scenery, but this is the method that has stuck with me the best. So with that aside, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously you're going to want to pick out a spot for where you want to build your swimming pool. Now for me, this is a theme park I'm doing right now. It's called Ocean Springs. I will be posting a video on that very soon, but this is like the hotel I'm doing. And I've also created a speed build for the hotel, in which I'll put the link in the description box below, where you can go ahead and watch me from start to finish with creating this hotel, and creating the pool will be part of that. So I have selected this little area because this is going to be the pool area and also a place where the guests can go ahead and come on out, do campfires. I'm going to have like a campfire right over here and all that. So with that said, let's go and get started with the first step to building a pool. The first thing you really want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to start lowering the terrain. Now, concerning like how big you want to go ahead and make the pool and all, it's going to depend on how big you need to do the size of the terrain tool to go ahead and lower it, but we'll just go ahead and do about 10 meters for this purpose. Okay, and all you're simply going to want to do at this point is you're just going to want to lower your terrain where you want to build your pool. Now, if you lower it in a spot where you don't actually want to build the pool, that's fine. You can go ahead and raise it back up later or fix it. This is just kind of giving you a very general area of where you will actually build the swimming pool. Okay, so we're just going to lower everything in this area. And like I said, it's going to be a little bit of different shape. We're going to add rocks and everything later on, but this is kind of the general area. Okay, so once you've done that, we'll go ahead and make the edges to where they're more sharp because that'll help out later on. Okay, so just that. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do, kind of step 2, is you're going to want to pick out from your building tab. You're going to go to custom, and you're going to go to walls, and then from there you're going to go ahead and pick the metal wall. It's not too far down from the top. Let's see here. There it is. So metal alloy wall, you're going to do 4 meters, and then you're just going to kind of give it a blue. See, oh, there it goes. You're just going to give it a blue tint. You can do really any blue color. It doesn't matter so much. Okay. And then all you're going to simply do is you can go ahead and begin placing where you want the perimeter of your pool to be. Now, it doesn't have to be right up against the little dip you've created. It can be somewhere similar. So let me just turn off terrain snap so I can place it however I want to. Okay, and we're just going to raise it up now. It doesn't have to be like even with the ground because you can always raise it and lower it later on, but something like this would be good. Okay, so we're just going to build there, and we're just going to create basically a pool wall as shown. And you're just going to create a box or a rectangle or whatever shape you want. Now there is a little bit of a limiting factor if you want to do more of a free-form pool to where you can't really do that with doing this method. It's going to be more of just a standard square or rectangle pool. I'm going to try to okay, why is it not letting me? Oh, there it goes. I'm going to go ahead and try to make this kind of like a more, not just a regular rectangular pool, but I'm going to like add a little bit over here. So we're going to go ahead and expand our terrain a little bit. Lower the terrain over here just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and expand the wall out over here. Okay. So let's just go ahead and edit with selecting part. And we'll just go ahead and move that because I don't want that right there. Okay, we'll just go ahead and duplicate it a couple times until we get exactly what we're wanting. So we'll just go ahead and do this. And you don't have to follow exactly what I'm doing with creating the pool wall. You can create whatever shape you want to, just so that way when you're all set and done, you have created a box kind of form where it is a closed-in box. Okay, so that's basically all there is to that step. The next thing you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go back to your terrain tool, and you're going to come over to your flatten to surface, and go ahead and make it a little bit smaller, maybe about 8 or 7 meters, and you're just going to go ahead and do exactly that. You're just going to flatten the surface, and if you accidentally get it to where the terrain's coming into the pool a little bit, you can fix that later on. It's no big deal. So we're just going to do like this. Coming around here, we're going to go ahead and fix this up just a little bit. Okay. So coming on down here, fix this up. There's actually some ducks right outside the window. I don't know if you can hear them or not on the video. So I do apologize if you can hear the ducks a little bit. Okay, so once you've done this, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just to generally like this, that way you can go ahead and okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to just kind of ease it away from the pool wall. Once again, it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of make it to where you can't see the terrain coming through the pool wall a little bit. All of these like little sections where the land's been stripped away will be covered up by your pool deck here in a second. That we'll go ahead and get to. But you're just going to kind of do this, and you're going to remove all of the terrain from the pool. Okay, so now that you've done that, you have basically a swimming pool now. So very straightforward, very easy to do, and all that. So the next thing you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and make sure that you're going to be able to place water in here. That's the most important thing, because you are going to be actually able to place water. So we're going to do that, and perfect. So it doesn't look like I can go ahead and make the water any higher than that. So we're just going to go ahead and do like this. And then we're just going to simply lower the building. So let's see, let's do advanced move. And we're just going to lower the walls down to where the water's edges. So that looks good. Okay, and then now that we know for a fact that we'll be able to build or put water in right there, we'll just go ahead and remove the water so we can go ahead and go to the next step, creating a pool bottom. Okay, so we're going to go back to building. We're going to go to this time roofs, and we're going to go to flat roofs. And then we're just going to do, you can go ahead and do really a lot of different ones, but we're going to do the metal alloy because I just feel like it looks the best. And we're going to make it the same color that your pool wall was. So let me go ahead and really quickly, before I start building that, go ahead and get a sample of the color that the pool wall was. So we're just going to do that. So if, really quick tip, if you go ahead and click right here, it will go ahead and put it in your recent colors. So if you need to go ahead and select a different building tool, you can just go ahead and quickly select the same color with no issues. So you can do that, and then we're just going to select the same color. And then we're just going to simply hit to add to building. And then you're just going to build your pool bottom as shown. Oop. So let's go ahead and do this really quickly. And then right after you're done with this, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to add the deck around the pool. And that's going to be really easy, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But just go ahead and hold down your shift to go ahead and lower your pool floor down to the bottom of the pool. You could actually get really advanced with this and go ahead and create like different depths and stuff. But for the purposes of this video and the fact that this is the first complete theme park build I'm doing, I'm kind of just experimenting around with the game, seeing what all there is to offer since I recently started playing this game. And we're just going to create a basic pool like this. We will add rocks and stuff later on, but I will do that in the speed build rather than on the tutorial. Okay, so we're just going to continue placing our... Okay, whoop, almost. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've created our pool floor right here, very good, we'll go ahead and create our pool deck. So what you want to go ahead and do is you want to go ahead and make sure that your terrain, once again, is level with your pool. So we may need to go ahead and come back over here to the flatten the surface. And we're just going to go ahead and over here lower this to go ahead and make sure that it conforms and everything as shown. And then we have to do a little bit of tweaking there. Perfect. Okay. So I'm not too sure this is going to work right here. We may need to lower this a little bit. It's okay though. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and go back to our building. And from there, we're just going to go ahead and click on roofs once again. And we're going to do, you can really do any of these, but the one I'm going to do is the modern wood floor, just because of the theming of my park. And then we're going to add it to the building, if it'll let me. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me go ahead and actually go to the building. And then we're going to hit edit building. And then we'll just go ahead and do the modern wood floor. Raise it on up to the edge of the pool deck. And you may notice it is covered up a little bit. That's okay. We'll go ahead and lower the terrain just a second. You do want to make sure that your terrain lock is off during this, or else this is not going to work out the way you were anticipating it working out. So we'll just go ahead and continue on doing this. And then once we're done with all this, we'll go ahead and go on to the next step. Okay, so now that we've created our pool ledge all around the pool, we're going to go ahead and just lower the terrain to where we can expose all of the pool deck. So we'll just lower the terrain now to where it doesn't cover up the pool deck anymore. Okay, so we're just going to kind of lower it all down now. And you can really do whatever you want to here with the terrain. You can make it where there's like a ledge. You can flatten it all out. It doesn't really matter. This is just for to expose more of the pool deck so it looks more complete. So you're just going to come around here and do all this like so. Alrighty, and then once you've done this where you've exposed your pool deck, the very last step you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to add your water back. So we're just going to go back to terrain. We're going to go to water, and you can kind of experiment around to see what looks best with your pool. What's probably going to look best is going to either be the standing water or the calm water. We'll try the calm water now and see what it looks like. Alright, so I like the calm water the best. Okay, so now that you've done that, that's pretty much all there is to your swimming pool. So as you can see here, you can add furniture to the pool, you can add benches, you can add railings by going to your scenery tab. Let me see if there's any pool railings. I don't think there is, but you can maybe improvise and do something similar. So the sky's the limit of that. You can add benches to your pool, you can add, like, I know there's a life ring scenery piece somewhere. Let me see. Life ring, there it is, yeah. So you can add that to the pool just for aesthetics or whatever. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So please comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will definitely see you in the next episode.